And we should be live. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday evening. And here we go with another one of these. You know what we do. Let's pop into let's pop into let's pop into our on-air area. All right. There we go. And tonight we're going to be working on Star Wars Legion again. And we're painting clone troopers, okay? And I've been doing some experimenting with I'm really trying to shortcut this as best as I can. So every time I've painted a set of I really hurt my foot here earlier. But every time I paint a set of stormtroopers, I've always tried different techniques. Okay, so this latest run, I've tried using oil washes on this as a liner to try to help guide ourselves through this process here. So I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. The detail on this guy could be a little bit better, but I think it's the PVC is part of it as well. They look okay. I think especially as a squad, they're gonna look fine. Um, they should be good. You put them on the table together and you get the effect of, okay, that's a clone trooper squad. That's all you're really trying to do. There's some individual little touch up and stuff we can do here and there. In fact, I want to get a little more black into this guy's visor here because it's looking more gray than black. And that's like an effect of the oil wash more so than actual just getting in here and painting black into this area. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, but this is what I'm working on right now. This was part of what I bought for my son on his birthday because he wanted General Grievous. Turns out General Grievous comes in this giant set like this, so so you have to buy the starter set to get General Grievous. But anyway, yeah, so this is what we're working on. This guy here is a little too shiny, a little too glossy, so he's gonna hang out for a little bit later. There's also this cool like speeder thing you can see here that you get as well. So this thing is pretty fun. I got the bazooka on this guy. So that, pretty fun thing to do. And then one other thing that we need to paint as part of this, kind of the last part of this, because all the troopers are done, guys. The troopers, I don't know why I put clones in the paint description. Actually, that guy's arm is out a little, it's sticking out a little bit more than it should. But he's doing okay. What we really want to paint though tonight, please close that door. Thank you. What we really want to paint not all the way. No, perfect like that. Just like, okay, good. All right. So what we want to paint tonight is we're actually going to paint really kind of the last piece of this set here, which is Obi-Wan. Okay, so do you want to say hi?
No.
You can say hi.
Okay. Hello.
All right, that's my kid. He's jumping around in the background. So we're gonna paint some Obi-Wan. Well, hello. I can't do it. I don't have a good. What? What does your mom want?
She said something about her phone.
I don't know.
She showed me this really.
All right. Hold on one sec. All right, we're going to try to stream tonight. There's a lot of forces and a lot of things that are making it difficult, but that's okay. I mean, the good news is we don't have much to paint, so we're gonna try to get as much painting as we can get done, and then who knows? It might be a short evening, but we'll see. Lots of just the universe doesn't really want me to paint right now, but we'll do a little bit. All right, so and frankly, there's not much left to do here on Obi-Wan, as you can see. It's mainly just his robe and the lightsaber, so it's not the. You can see I've already done the. He's got like stormtrooper armor on underneath, but let's go ahead and get his robe painted. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of skeleton horde, and I'm gonna lay it on a little heavier, just so so he kind of stands out.
Okay. See how you're done. Doing pretty well. Sorry.
I'll get this all done and taken care of. All right. But yeah, this is the plan for tonight. We'll see how many people stand in the way of us fulfilling this tiny little goal here. We'll see. We'll see. All right. But yeah, if you are just joining us, welcome to Play Painted Live. Let us know what you're painting or what you should be painting. Tonight we're just painting. We're painting some Obi-Wan, right? Fun miniature. The lightsaber is a little bit of a challenge. We're fighting against a droopy lightsaber. I did the hairdryer trick on it earlier to try to get it to stand up straight, but sometimes the droop is too strong and it finds its way. The plastic memory kicks in, and then it will go back to drooping. We'll keep an eye on it. Okay, right now I just want to let's do some color blocking, hopefully without too much pooling. All right. So I'm trying to keep this contrast paint moving around properly, so we don't get too much pooling. All right, cool. Okay. So there's that. That's pretty simple, right? Let's do the belt. We're gonna do. I guess we could do Cygor Brown, but I would really prefer to do Wildwood. Yeah, let's do Wildwood. Well, hello there. What's up, Nelson? Yeah, putting some work here on Obi-Wan. It's actually, other than the droopy lightsaber that I'm tried to fix, pretty nice miniature. Star Wars Legion miniatures are fairly underrated in my opinion. They're decent minis. The characters especially. They do have some, I believe, they do have the hard plastic kits and the PVC. And I like that some of the troopers, at least the ones in the starter kits, are PVC. I think it's appropriate. I think that's an appropriate use of PVC. You don't want to have too many PVC characters because you lose detail there. In the case of Obi-Wan, this is a PVC piece and it's pretty good. Like I said, maybe I don't particularly like the droopy lightsaber. You can see how it's bent there, but it's still better than having one just snap off all the time. Especially if this was a resin lightsaber, I would have already broken by now. I would have already been upset and screaming about night models or something. Oops! Did I just make fun of another company? I did. All right. Oh, they said from now on it's all okay. Well, I mean, hard plastic is great, but I do think that there's just going to be some models where they're, especially in a game that has rank and file. I like the idea of using PVC for the majority of the rank and file troopers because it's appropriate to use there. Wrath of Kings, for example, is a game that has it's considered a skirmish game, but it's a reasonably high model count. And Wrath of Kings has they have PVC. They have PVC models as well. So, all right, he's got a blue lightsaber. So we're going to work on the blue lightsaber here. This is the last PVC kit that we'll get from Star Wars. One thing that's going to be really nice, they move the stormtroopers over to hard plastic, is a lot of my oil wash tricks and liner tricks will work a lot better on hard plastic. I mean, that's pretty simple. Pretty simple paint job to me, don't you think? I mean, that's pretty... There's not much else to do there. Let's let that dry for a minute. Let's paint some of the speeder. So Nelson, we're gonna have to figure out. I don't know how to break up the cards and stuff for this kit. I'm gonna leave that to you. So when I bring you these, which could be as early as tomorrow night if you're available, I'll give you the cards and you can just split them up when you have time, if you don't mind. So I'm going to give that a little window there. This thing was a little annoying to put together, but not too bad, frankly. Not too bad. This seat is a little weird. You can see, looking straight on, this guy's kind of leaning off to the side there, but it's okay. And he's got a little bit of a bend there on his bazooka, but he's okay. These things look like Space Marines. The Space Marines. Doesn't bother me if you call them that. These ain't my minis. All right. And let's do... do you want to give... You'll split them out, thanks. Yeah, because Octavius is... I don't know if he's actually going to play, but, like, I am going to build and paint that entire droid army for him. Which, the painting part's the easy part. The building part, that's the part that's going to suck. But other than that, it's okay. It's all good, right? There's a lot of gamer dads that would love to have that problem, right? My son wants me to build him his army, right? A lot of gamer dads wish their sons would partake in a hobby with them. Dude, he's awesome. What are we? We're 15 minutes into the program. We're basically, all right. Shoot. You know what? yeah, I'm gonna grab some terrain out of my car, and we'll paint some terrain since we've moved pretty quickly on these clone troopers. I'm pretty happy with how they're turning out. So I'm gonna cut the mic here for like 2 seconds, and I'm gonna go get some terrain. Okay, I will be right back, guys. All right, and we are back. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Um, we've been playing a lot of Aristea lately, and every time we break out my terrain, I was always a little annoyed by how it looks. I want to change the look of my terrain, so we're gonna pick some colors here that I think will make it look better. And we're gonna use color shift paint. So I'm gonna pick a color shift paint. I think we're gonna go with this intense blue. This is not bad. I don't think I want to go with gold anymore. Like, this is an okay gold, but I'm thinking either this intense blue or the there's one that's more like a blue green. I'm liking this. I am liking this blue. Let's see, what else we got? I mean, there's purple gold, which isn't terrible. Dude, there's multipass, which is a really cool color, but I think would look a little odd on the. I do love that though. That is kind of nice. Multipass is kind of cool. I don't know. Multipass is cool, but it doesn't have enough of a color shift element to it. Multipass or blue violet, or we got other colors. We could do other colors. There's this bright gold green, which is kind of a cool outfit. Hey, what's up, Jason? Yeah. I'm really between these two. I think those two are really cool colors. The Hexadome has kind of a black and red theme, so both of these colors are gonna kind of clash. They're not the, but it's still gonna look better than how they look right now. So yeah, so we got that bright green. There's also a red gold that is decent. Ooh, that's a nice steel color. Let's kind of keep that on the. Let's keep that one on the menu. Let's see what we got. Anything else here? All right. Before we do this, why don't we do this? Let's just start by painting all of this stuff. We got to get it all back to black. So that's mission one. Let's get it all So I'm going to move all of this stuff off of the desk here for a minute. And do I have, question is, do I have, I want to have glossy black primer, if I can find it. If I have a gloss black primer, that would be cool. I also have this kind of cool metallic primer. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. I'm glad you guys are checking out some more Aristea, man. It's good to, I'm excited to get more people into it. Here we go, gloss black. Look at that. A little bit of gloss black. Because I don't want the color shift paint to adhere entirely to the surface. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second. So I'm going to put just a little bit of flow improver in the airbrush. The droids, yeah. The droid heads are the worst because you got they're in two parts and they're super tiny. But yeah, I'm gonna spend some time tomorrow building those because it looks like the clones are just about done. And Nelson, I know I've got a lot of stuff to sell to you, so we can do it in sections if you want, or we can do it in one big shot. That's entirely up to you. So just let me know what you want to do, because we're talking the droids I just did, and then potentially those clones, and then the metal Aristea. So let me know what you want to do, and I can have that all ready for you tomorrow. You know, by the time you get off work tomorrow, you should all be ready. All right, so coming in with a little gloss black as a level set, right? I'm doing my best not to handle this too much. Just let that gloss black sit there. Cool. Yeah. All right. So now, trying to do this all one-handed. Do both. Well, what I could do on these is I could do the walls all one color, and then do the the little terrain pieces. We could do all those a different color, right? So if I want those to be multi-pass, I could do that. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna rip through these.
Howdy ho!
Somebody hopped in the voice and I can barely hear them.
Oh, alright. No worries.
Oh, sounds like Michael, I think?
Yep, it's me. I'm driving though.
Okay. Yeah, you're just barely coming in, man. Maybe we can wait until you're at a PC or something.
Yeah. Alright.
Especially
yeah,
with
no,
the airbrush
no
going. I may not be able to hear.
I just wanted to, check in, be like, hey, how was the birthday boy?
I know that you're saying stuff. I cannot hear it all right now because the compressor is going. All right. Uh-oh. I'm doing risky things. I'm just going straight into the airbrush. with the primer. Because we're in a rush, man. When I paint terrain, I don't do the best job on terrain because I'm more about painting the pieces, which is probably not the best attitude to have, but that's kind of, I've just always kind of been that way. I don't know. We'll decide what colors we like. Jeez, we were blowing through this primer. Whoa. We are blowing through the primer, guys. So we'll do that. But this is why you keep gloss primer. Gloss primer is actually some of the best. If you're airbrushing metallic colors, gloss primer is a good way to go. Right. So don't always dismiss that gloss primer that you see at the LGS. Because what this is going to do is it should let me paint with the color shifters and still leave some of the black in the crevices, whereas flat black would grab all of the color shift paint. Does that make sense? Not really. With color shift, I'm not really trying to get all of it to stick. Just enough to give me the effect that I want. This printed terrain does drink up a lot of the primer too. It's another thing here. Now normally I would have these mounted, right? I would normally have those mounted on stands and just blowing them out that way. But I was too lazy to even just put them on stands. But let's paint it so that the next time we play Aristea, we have a cool new looking set of terrain. I did already have kind of a two-tone effect here with the gold, and looks like I had a little bit of a gold and a steel look going. Alright, that was it for all the double pieces. Now we're all down to all the single pieces. Only PLA material soaks up plenty of ink. Yeah. Yeah. But this is gonna look fantastic with just a little bit of color shift paint. Should look cool. If I don't leave crazy fingerprints in where I'm touching right there. Oh my gosh, this whole table is gonna get filled with this stuff. It doesn't even really matter if I get all of it with this black, but this black will be a nice little reset. All right. Not too many left. We just really did cook through all that. So all of the steps of this terrain painting will go pretty quick. This weekend, I've got my kids are doing their official birthday party on Saturday. So Saturday might be a little challenging. However, I might be able to do, if you guys want to get together, meet up at the bar or whatever, and play a game. I might be able to do either Friday night or Sunday afternoon. So let me know, guys. Also, Bing mentioned to me he's looking for games on Friday. So I would love to show Bing some Aristea as well. Right? We're just going to kind of pull the lever towards that game and see how many more people we could pick up. I think, man, you're on Vegas this weekend? Okay, no problem, dude. Well, maybe me and Jason can meet up, or like I said, maybe I can meet up with Bing. All right. This is the last of the walls. And then we're going to move over to the little terrain bits. All right. Whew. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to get, would be cool if we could get some regular games of Aristea in. Maybe get a couple more locals involved in the game. Let's get the Aristea fever going. Yeah, agreed. I think 2v2 Aristea is going to be super fun if we can get that going. All right, almost done with the black priming. The last little piece right here. All right, cool. Clean this out. And then we're gonna, now we've got a minute or two where we could pick what color we want the walls and the cover to be. I mean, maybe the cover will become multi-pass. Maybe. Yeah. Because I do love multi-pass. But I don't think multi-pass is cool enough, or I don't think it's interesting enough to just feature as a main color over this terrain, if that makes sense. Because I'm not going to do much actual painting on this terrain, I want to just do the color shift and let that kind of, speak for the terrain here. So right now I'm just cleaning. I'm actually using the airbrush to clean my hands because I was holding that during this. We're going to have some sparkly hands tomorrow. All right, so some other colors that we've got. Green, blue, violet, which is similar to the other color that we talked about. That's kind of nice. If you want to see what green, blue, violet looks like, it's kind of like this. It's really neat. That's a pretty cool color. I think it's similar to the color that I put on your droids, Nelson. We also have, let's see if I could find it. This red gold. This color is very, very gold, and you can see it does fade off to a little bit of a red. I if I painted it this color, it would look very similar to where we were at. So I'm kind of already against that one. I think the color, actually Nelson, I think the color that I used for yours was like a gold violet. And the gold violet, you know, to give you an idea of how that looks. It's like that gold violet. Pretty cool. Okay. So gold violet wouldn't be terrible either. It's a little on the darker side, but it's not terrible. I'm thinking this intense blue. I'm thinking maybe Sunday. Okay. Yeah. Let me know. Maybe we could do like a Sunday afternoon game or something like that. I should have a window open for a game. All right. I know this primer is still needs another kind of minute to. Well, it's not bad. I think we're at the point where we could start spraying. Hey, what's up, Sean? Yeah, let's do it. All right. So this is intense blue violet. Let's see how we do. Intense blue violet. Right? Ooh. Yeah. You can see it's already pretty. That's already pretty sick, dude. Oh, I love that already. And some of that gold from the undercoat stayed, right? Because a lot of that black primer bounced off. That's pretty awesome. Hey, what's up, Jose? Jose, we got more Aristea players, man. You need to jump back into it, dude. It's time, Jose. No more excuses, Jose. We gotta get back out there, get this game on. Look at that. That's pretty dope. Man, my only issue is I'm gonna blow through a lot of my color shift paint doing this. It's okay. Worth it. Look at that. Look at that sparkle. That is wild looking. Now it's got like, with the gold and the black on the background, it's got a lot of color to deal with. And this terrain just drinks up the color. Hope you don't mind me repainting some of those metal minis. Oh, yeah, go for it, dude. They're your mini. Once they're yours. Once you buy them, they are yours. I'm happy. I mean, I've got 2 sets of those minis, and I pretty much just run alternate skins on everything anyway, so I don't really. The only, right now, the only mini I have that does not have an alternate skin is Wild Bill. So I will need to figure out how to rectify that. There we go, look at that. Jose says, well, assuming nothing else is in my house breaks down, my water heater leaked and flooded the garage. Dude, why does the universe hate you so much? Why? Water heater blown up. That sucks really bad. That is terrible news, dude. Using turbo color shift on Maximus, nice. Yeah, these colors, the color shifts do look actually quite cool on the sci-fi minis. So I do not blame you, sir. Do what you gotta do. These are gonna look very cool on the table now. Okay, and we're just gonna keep adding color to these as well. I think with the terrain, sorry about that. I think with the terrain, I might go do the I might do that multi-pass color. So the terrain is not going to necessarily be color shifty like these are, but should still be pretty cool. Look at that. October 3rd, 23rd, Wild Bill goes to stores. Okay. Don't men FCB. Okay, well, hopefully it goes to the stores because I will buy, because I need a metal Wild Bill because I'm a metal snob. Right now, the main character that I want to go from plastic to metal is actually Eclipse. Eclipse is a great mini. Would love to see Eclipse and Bixie make it over to the ranks of metal with some alt skins, I hope. Trying to watch some Defiance earlier. Defiance is Corvus Belli's their dungeon crawler, their sci-fi dungeon crawler that uses Aristea rules. So you use your Aristea dice to play this game, and it has some of the Aristea characters in it. So I'm now upset at myself for not having backed that Kickstarter. That's okay. Because Corvus Belli, they've kind of, you know, other than me not liking Infinity, liking what they're doing outside of Infinity. All right. So what do you guys think of this? This violet, this intense blue violet. Do you think that color would look dope on that? I think it would. That might be a thing. Look at that. All right. We made it, fam. That's it. Lots of intense blue-violet walls. All right. Now let's paint the. Look at that, like trippy middle section. That trippy middle section there. So you've got on your screen. Looks like a nebula. All right. Let's do some. Let's do a little multi-pass. Yeah, this terrain should be fun. I'm just, you know, I want the people that check out our game at the bar to think it looks super sick. So would love to just pick up some rando at Gamecraft and teach them how to play. That would be pretty awesome. All right. Let's look at multipass. What's up, Sean? Can they make Bixie look like the girl from Kingsman who was the villain? I'm trying to think of Kingsman. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Since I've seen that movie. All right. Ooh, multipass. Look at that. Ooh, multipass. Looking good, multipass. Let's see what we got. It looks more, I mean, it's alright. Thought it would be more orange. Almost looks like it did before. Multipass looks more like almost just more brass than anything. Alright? A little disappointed in multipass. You guys tell me. I mean, it's going to look cool on the table. I just thought we would get. All right, we're going to fix that. Cuz this is, admit it, that's boring, right? That's not a very exciting multipass. Yeah, it's just it doesn't have as much visual interest. And it's also clogging up my airbrush. So boo on you, multipass. Let me just get enough of it down here that yeah, I thought multipass was going to be a little more interesting. It's not. Yeah, it's just pass. It's not really. That did not look as cool as it did on the packaging, did it, guys? That was not okay. Let's fix that. It's okay. We got an alternate plan here. We can fix this. I'll play off that gold angle a little bit. First, though, gotta clear this stupid clog that it gave me. There we go. Clearing the clog. All right. Okay, so we're not going to do this color, but we could do green, blue, violet, which I think would be actually kind of nice to help it kind of bounce around a little bit more. But that's not the winner. That's not what we're going to do ultimately. I think this is our winner here. Old gold, gray, violet. Because I could take the gold background of the multipass and just throw this on it, and it'll just look violet from certain angles. So when I spray this, you may not see an immediate change on it. But you'll see it. You'll see a little bit of the... There we go. You'll see some visual interest kind of building on it. There you go. See? That's way better. Cool. Now you've got all kinds of greens and violets. Much better. That's what multipass should look like, Turbo Dork. There you go. This is also kind of unique too, so if you can, so using multipass as the base coat. And then that. I'm actually going to borrow this for a second while I've got it out, because see this? I made a mistake there. Oh no, didn't help that one bit. Oh well. We tried. Okay. Let's do. So we're going to do one final thing to all these walls while we got them all out. All right. I'm getting excited to play on this terrain because it's looking pretty good. All right. Now what I want to do is I want to give it little bits of light here and there. Okay. We're going to do that with chrome. We're going to use this chrome color, and we're just going to hit it. We're going to hit this terrain in certain spots and make it look like. We're going to make it look, a little bit worn in areas. Just continue to add to visual interest overall. Right? So don't consider this a highlight, even though in a sense, we are kind of using this as a highlight. Ooh. The main thing here is we got to be careful about overdoing this, right? Because it looks cool. We're looking pretty cool right now, but there we go. All right. So again, we're going to take our big old 4-piece, right? And we're just going to hit it. Right, high areas. There. So now it doesn't just look like one solid color. Right, now you have little splotches. There we go. I'll actually show you guys this on a flatter piece. Spray and mouth chrome. All right, good. So if you are in the Turbo Dork system, this would be the equivalent of pearly gates. And I'm just using it to break up that purple. See how now it looks like you've got all these cool color shift areas, but you also have corners and little spots. Which will make this thing, like from far away, it'll look even more interesting. Even more eviler than Skeletor. Alright. See that? That's nice. See? It just gave it a whoop. As long as you don't overdo it, it'll look cool. Now this stuff looks wild. I'm looking at my desk. I know you guys can't really see the big picture. This stuff looks pretty nuts from here. And this, I'm using this instead of a line highlight. You know, you remember when I was working on Nelson's droids that I did some line highlighting with Pearly Gates. This is just a macro version of that same idea. Just blow it out. See how that, like, that's nuts. Okay. Okay. And now you know we spent hours and hours painting this terrain to make it look perfect. Ha! Ha! Alright, so we got that. Right, you're just picking little points of light where you want the light to go. That's it. That's all you're doing. I can do it on here too if I want. Right? Give these a little visual interest. Right? You want up there, and then you want some of those. That's it. Now it really looks like the light is reflecting all different kinds of angles on these. Cool. Alright, that's pretty fire. Okay. Let's do it on these too so you can see. I want to cover that. See how I got a little bit of red on that? I'm going to try to disguise, like break it up a little bit. You can still see it. It's okay. See, I'm just kind of picking little spots. I've got a little bit of spitting going on. Hold on. I'm trying to fix that. It just gives the, in addition to color shift, there we go. There, now I covered it all. It just gives it a little bit more visual zing, right? I don't know if that's a real word, visual zing, but now could I do this on the droids? I could. It's just the angles are so small on the droids that I run the risk of covering the whole piece that way. Nelson, do you want these? Or should I keep them? Now that I'm making them look cool. See how, see, this is my advertising at work here. Oh, look cool, you want it? Now that you know how many hours I spent like just toiling over these to make them look absolutely perfect. You heard that I dropped one. Now you have to buy it. Just kidding. Alright. It's okay. Oh, you already have it set? Okay. My son will like these. He'll have a reason to play with them. Cool, man. Is there anything else I need to do on these crazy metallics? All right. Dude, that was a lot of work for, I don't know how long that took. That didn't take an hour because I've only been streaming an hour. It took probably 35, 40 minutes, you guys think, to do all the Aristea stuff? I could shoot them with a wash if I want to go even, to try to highlight these even more. I don't think the wash is going to do much, though, to be honest. I'm more worried about the wash potentially wrecking the color shift, right? And if I was going to go that route, I would have, instead of, you know, picking these little points to airbrush the silver on, I would just, or sorry, chrome, I would have just dry brushed the chrome on there and got like line highlights here and here, right? These are pretty sweet though. Let me show you guys what these look like all kind of smashed up together so you could see, right? So you get an idea what this looks like, you know, what this might look like on the board. That's pretty sexy, man. I'm just gonna, what do you guys think? I think that is pretty fire, right? These color shift paints are pretty awesome. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. One of these fell off and I did not get. Damn it. Just cleaned my airbrush. It's all right. Let's do this super quick. Super quick. Just a couple of drops. All right. There we go. What was that? Like a lens flare. Yeah, kind of, right? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the idea. Man, this is bad. This is almost the second week of me. Oh, man, that's rough, dude. That bad, eh, Sean? That sucks. I've been pretty busy at work myself, but luckily, you know, it's been busy to where, you know, I'm still in a lot of meetings and trainings and that kind of stuff, but I could still be sitting here, because this is literally, you know, when I'm working from home, this is the same computer I'm on, so I'm in front of my hobby desk, right? Nobody needs to see what I'm, you know, what I've got going on with my hands and whatnot. You know, there's a joke in there as well, but yeah, so I can, so I can just do this. You know, I could be working on very simple stuff like this while I'm at meetings. In fact, like when I was doing the clones, that was one thing. Was, you know, you could work on all this while I'm working on. I was working on like just doing extra layers of white on the clones while meetings were going on. I think these are cool. There's a lot I would want to do, like little LEDs and that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I don't feel like I need to do too much wild stuff with the Aristea terrain, because it's the terrain, right? It just kind of sits in the background there. All right. You know what I need to do though is I do need to seal up them. I need to seal up Obi-Wan. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'm going to be in training, but I'm probably going to be building droids while the training is going on. What's up, Michael? You're driving home from a socially distanced beer exchange. That's, yeah, good. Okay. All right. Let's, go ahead and seal up Obi-Wan. Really cool model. And, I mean, we're pretty happy with Obi-Wan. Wouldn't you say? I think he's pretty cool. Give him a little coat of satin varnish here. All right. You don't know what to make a Star Wars Legion? I mean, it's actually for a large scale game, it's not the worst thing in the world to paint. So I don't mind painting it. Building droids sucks. I will say that. But for the most part, you know, I've been painting a lot of just like characters and squads and all that kind of stuff. And once you paint your squads, it's not the end of the world. I want to make a skirmish force just so I can play games with Nelson and Jason. Right. Some of my ideas for Star Wars armies might be deemed offensive by some, so maybe I just stick to playing with a couple of local guys here. Yeah, I can't decide a faction that I want to play. I'm really thinking Rebels, but I want to play like super trashy Rebels. I mean, it would be easier if the decision was, you know, if there were Tusken Raiders or Rhodians or, you know, if there was a whole faction that was just Nien Nunb, I'd be down. That's what I want to play. I'm toning this guy down with satin. But I don't know. I mean, it would be quite a while before I actually even pick up and build anything for myself for Star Wars Legion. Mainly because, you know, I still got a bunch of stuff I want to paint for me for other games. Right? The me list is got lots of stuff in it. And I got Guild Ball teams for myself. I got Transformer models. Got all kinds of stuff that I want for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't see any reason to dump this satin. So I'm gonna... I hit the clone troopers with some gloss in order to get the oil wash to take. So I'm toning them down with satin. Just it's been mostly airbrushed tonight. Got this thing. Seal this thing back up. Oh, we get a little bit of cloudiness on that flying base, but no one even sees it. It'll be okay. All right. So yeah. Do they have lots of vehicles? I don't know. I am far from the expert on Star Wars Legion. I know almost nothing about Star Wars Legion other than what I've been hired to paint. I played exactly one game of it when it just came out, right? You guys remember I painted a whole set of it and then had it on the channel here. I think me and Nelson played a game of it. And for a war game, you know, miniature war games really aren't the like the standard miniature war games where you just build an army and you pew pew at each other and that kind of thing. Typically is not my jam for miniature games these days, just because like to me they all kind of run together in my mind. So I'm usually not. It's not that I hate those games. It's just I don't choose them. I want to play slightly more interesting things. You know, Jason and Nelson will tell me that this game is more objective based, which that's already better right there. And my favorite thing that they've told me recently is that there's a skirmish version of the game that plays on 3x3. So that right there already, like, okay, you know, skirmish version of the game plays on 3x3. That's already a system of games that I already play on 3x3. So I got plenty of mats for it. I got plenty of terrain for it. You know, then it's just a matter of, you know, what do I buy to make a viable force for it, so that I can, you know, throw down with these guys in a friendly game of Star Wars trash talk, as I call it. And I kind of do want to play Rebels because I just want to play like a misguided version of the Rebels, where they think that they're these like great do-gooders, but they're not. That's, you know, that's a very popular theme today in society today, and without jumping into any stupid political discussion, let's just put it that way. There are plenty of groups out there that you know, regardless of what part of the political spectrum you lean on, there's a group in your name that's out there that believes that they know what's right for everybody, and they're willing to punch you in the face for it. So, anyways, yeah, I don't know, man. It's more of a you know, I'll build a little force. Maybe I'll play with my son from time to time, and then, you know, I'll have it for when me and Jason and Nelson and that group wants to get together and throw down. Now, see, what you could do, and you guys tell me, this does sound feasible, right? What you could do is you could probably play 2v2, since there is a skirmish version and the full version is really just 2 3x3 boards next to each other, so 6x3. It seems like you could do team games pretty easily if you wanted to in Star Wars Legion. I don't know. But forget Star Wars Legion. We're here to talk about Aristea. Need to get more people playing this game. I love this game. I want to get more of our, like, I'm pretty sure we can get Bing to play. I think we can. So we can get Bing. We can get Nelson, Jason. Sean's already playing. You know, maybe we pick up. Maybe we pick up some new people. I don't know why. Aaron has seen the game plenty of times. Would like to get some CQ staff involved in it. Aaron has seen the game, played a few times. Yvonne played a demo version of it, and she really liked it. But I don't know. I mean, she likes pretty much anything that I've shown her. So I don't think she could, you know, be part of the gaming group. Matt plays. Then it, you know, I don't know who else do we get into the game. Yeah, but pretty cool game. I think we need fresh blood personally. I don't think we just cannibalize the Guild Ball group only. I think we want to draw some, especially casual players. I think Aristea is a good fit for casual players. So I think we should be able to get some folks out that want to try. We'll see. Well, yeah. Okay. Am I still online? Because it looks like that was weird. I was just looking at my little view graph and it just, it seemed to have bottomed out for a second and now it's back. Did I like crash or something? I don't know. But yeah. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, that was a lot of stuff we just painted. It was quick and dirty. Let's see. I think Aristea characters with natural high activation and movement numbers have a real advantage. You mean like Gata? Yeah, well, that's the reason why I think Wild Bill and Musashi are so powerful, because those are both high damage dealing characters. They have very high initiative, right? They're both initiative 6. And then they have crazy individual rules. Musashi can, because for every point of damage he does, he gets to move another space. I've done it dozens of times playing Aristea, where you hit a weak model with Musashi, and you kill that model, and you move. That model may have 2 or 3 health, so you do 2 or 3 health. Then you get to move 3 spaces if you got your trigger, and you do it again to another model. So I've done this plenty of times in Aristea where Musashi has killed 2 models in a single activation. Wild Bill, he can basically one-shot Maximus if you've collected enough tactics, right? And he has tactic cards that allow him to just shoot for free. You saw what Jason did to me. He did a double move, and I'm like, oh, I'm safe. Wild Bill isn't going to shoot. Sure enough, he has that card that just you just get to shoot. Wild Bill is a very complete character. He just has the glaring weakness that if you get within that one space of him, he tends to underperform there. But he has great all-around stats, good tactics cards, and his attack is really strong. He's got a trigger to do it again. He's got a tactic to do it again. And then if you dump tactics, you can do additional damage or you can gain additional stars, I believe, by dumping tactics, right? Right. Yeah, so it seems Musashi got shut down by Prism. Right, which he did. So even those super highly powerful characters that seem like they can do a lot, there's still plenty of counterplay to keep them down. Major Luna is another one that's actually quite strong. I think Major Luna is stronger doing covering fire than she is doing her regular attack most of the time, because you're slowing your opponent down. She can use cover to her advantage. I don't know. I mean, in Aristea, I think that there are characters that I don't think it's a difference of power, Nelson. I think it's a difference of understanding, right? If a character is more intuitive, then it feels like that character is more powerful, right? So, using Prism as an example, and Jose remembers this. When we first started playing Prism, we thought she was trash. We're like, what is this? What does she even do? She's trash. Her armor roll is like green and 2 yellows, and her tactics cards are kind of based on people attacking her and trying to do damage to her, and she has crap armor. She doesn't have any tactics that boost her armor. You know, she's got average move. She's got high initiative, which is great. But her melee attack is pretty terrible. So what does she do? So we thought she was kind of trash for a while. It wasn't until, you know, they came out with a really nice alt sculpt that I just forced myself to learn her. And when we really forced ourselves to learn Prism, then we understood, like, wow, she's actually super good, right? Prism is the counter Musashi pick, because she can shut down, think about it, like in that game, she can shut down Musashi, she can take 3 energy away from characters like Hexer, that like really want to use all 5 of their energy just on support abilities. She is really strong. Oh yeah, Michael. Let me see. You can walk me through this, and I'll. So yes, they did arrive. My wife brought them to me. I don't know what they are. So let's have a look. There's 2 of each in these things. So you can walk me through this stuff, because I don't know what it is. We'll move all this cool RSDS stuff for a second. So there's a big thing and a little thing. So here's a big thing. And I was a little reticent to open these because there's lots of small parts. So let's open one, and you can walk me through it. But yeah, that's how I feel about RSD. I feel like all the characters can be pretty good. It's just a matter of, you know, some of them they're gonna jump out at you and make sense to you. Other ones will take a little bit of time. Right? I still think Eclipse is a model that I'm very interested in. If they make a metal version of it, and we'll figure it out. Locksmith has really impressed me lately. You know, Dart, I feel like she should be in every game because I love Dart. Yeah, you could use Locksmith Fairy Dust to counter that, or you can just, you know, her armor isn't that great. You just line up enough characters to pound on her, and she'll go down. She only has 4 health. Let's see. This looks like it's a stand of some sort. This looks like a brush stand, actually. Yeah, it is a brush stand. Look at that. And the other one is a paint bottle rack. Well, these are really nice. Thank you, Michael. I think I may raffle these off during the Extra Life event. I can try to find some room here to fit on my hobby table. That would be awesome. But these are really nice. Thank you, sir. Really nice little paint rack there. Yeah, that's the other thing you can do. Jose, you're right. You could stay out of that sweet spot, the 1 to 5 zone. I think that's next to impossible though on an Aristea board, you know, unless you're playing a sniper. Right? Snipers, Luna is a great counter pick for Prism because Prism will just keep marking herself. And Luna's like, "Oh, I'm within 8, I'm just going to shoot." Well, you're behind Y, I don't care. Right? Luna can just obliterate Prism set up that way. That's awesome, man. Thanks, Michael. All right. I'm going to put that one in this. I hope you don't mind. I mean, I may share one set with my son because we share the same paints and stuff. So I may actually use, you know, donate one set to my Extra Life campaign and you know, see if people are interested in joining a raffle to. I may raffle these off the next paint day, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. So these are pretty sweet. Thank you, sir. Dart is good at making Prism feel bad. Yeah, but that's my favorite tandem in Aristea right now is Dart Prism because they complement each other so absolutely well. They're just like a fantastic two-man team. Kind of similar. I feel like there are some really good two-man teams in Aristea. I don't have any opinion on Dart since only Octave gets to use Dart. This is true. I did play a game with Sean the other day where I did not feel Dart, and it made me sad. I fielded Luna instead of Dart, and it was a sad day. Dart is so cool. Dart messes people up in ways that they're not. Her so she has that ability where she can remove a condition to cause a damage, and I use that both offensively and defensively, which is awesome, right? Like that's a great versatile ability. You're like, oh man, my character's immobilized. That sucks. Or my character is coming on the board with -2 energy, and Dart tends to hang out around the deployment zone anyway. You could just have Dart, pull the -2 energy status off of a model returning to the deployment zone, and then you can have her shoot at something with 5 energy. So Dart is freaking awesome, man. You know what to do. Yeah, Dart. Yeah, it's pretty easy to deal with. She's pretty easy to deal with if you want her off the board, right? So you just have to crowd her. You get in her face, you kill her. Very easy to kill. A lot of times she kills herself shooting at you. If I get a crap roll and you get an awesome roll, she only has 2 health. You just die. So she's not that bad. I think where she really shines for me is that I always have a good there's always something good you can do with Dart, in my opinion. Every activation you have with her, you can do pretty well. Uh-oh. And one of my kids got scared or sad. We'll see. Mommy's got him right now. If it persists, we may. Well, we're at 11 o'clock anyway. We're getting there anyway, guys. But yeah, so fun, little productive evening. We actually painted. Technically, we painted more Aristea than Star Wars. But the Star Wars stuff is painted. It's ready to go. Why did that? It's weird. Anyways. Yes, Jose, anyone can die due to crap rolls, but I'm saying it's a weakness for Dart because she only has 2 health. And particularly, one of the lessons I learned is you do not shoot at Wild Bill with Dart. Unless you are hidden. Because the rules say that if you are hidden, you cannot take damage from stars that are rolled against you, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Sounds like my little guy's struggling upstairs. I may try to help him go to bed. So, we're going to cut it short tonight, guys. But we did all of our painting and whatnot. Nelson, let me know if you're going to be around tomorrow night. Maybe we can do some drop-off. And, yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll catch you guys on the next one.